Come on, man. Get the fuck up in here. Early morning shit. Early morning shit. We unorthodox. We unorthodox. It's not gonna be long. It's not gonna be long. If I forgot last time, man, shout out that whole motherfucking playback gang, though. To the whole playback gang. You guys are never forgotten out here in these streets. As always, Reaper Gang business, Reaper Gang boss, 3K the boss, two hands up, whatever you want to call him. I'm gonna sneak up in this bitch, catch y'all motherfuckers off guard. I don't really want to see who really, really awake though. Who really, really about that action. Who really, really about that life. Come on, come on, come on. Get in here so I can go on my rant shit real quick. My real nigga rant shit. As soon as y'all get in here, I'm gonna go on my real nigga rant shit. Y'all be needing, y'all be needing my rants. Not really rants, really truth, but y'all be needing them shits though. You figure deal me? Nobody knew this was gonna happen early morning. Nobody knew this was gonna happen early morning, so let's just see if anybody awake. And if not, I'll tap back in so motherfuckers could really get it. So enough is enough. Ooh. I'm give it a minute, see if anybody up though. Man, so look, right? I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes. Cause I know it's early. I don't know what kind of time anybody else is on, but I'll be on my own time. So I'm gonna give it a minute. So I'm listening to Jay. Come on, man, get the fuck up in here, man, so I can talk my shit. I'm wait on the people. See if anybody awake on their way to work. If not, I'm gonna just do it later. Oh, we do got a couple people up. Okay. Couple people awake. Couple people awake. I don't know if y'all on Eastern time, Western time. I said Western time. Eastern time, Pacific time, Central. How's everybody living? How's everybody feeling? First, I gotta ask that first. How's everybody living? How's everybody feeling? Before I talk all types of wild nut ass shit, because you know I'm about to go all the way OD because we are not cut the same. And I'm talking about these fans of boxing. Look, anybody in my house, just know when I say we are not cut the same, I'm talking about a majority of y'all motherfuckers. We kind of think alike. Y'all wouldn't be here if we didn't, great black minds didn't think alike. George the Doomslayer, salute. Happy New Year to you, my brother, man. We're gonna do a Reaper Gang Radio for New Year's 2 hour joint. 2 hour joint. Starting off the new year. I'm full workload, going back in. I need Boone, I'm glad you here, bro. Yeah, 2021, I'm going all the way back in. And yeah, I'm aiming for boxing platform channel of the year type shit. So that just lets y'all know what type of work rate I'm going to be on because the whole time I was working, while I was really out here working, these motherfuckers was putting their boxing work in. Shout out to all the channels that I've rocked with and respect, but y'all had y'all turn. I left y'all a whole fucking half a year I left y'all a whole half a year to try to make some noise out here. While the big dog just stayed on the porch. I left y'all a whole half a year. Now I'm back. So y'all fucked up. But yeah, man. But yeah, we're gonna get MBBC back on schedule, man. We gotta do these lives, Boone. So I gotta figure out what your schedule is. Match that shit with my shit, cause my shit open now. My shit open all the way till pretty much June. Like pretty much June. I'm open all the way till pretty much June. Nah, they not ready. Like I told them, they better get on that shit. They better make all they fucking videos, do everything they can from now until January 2nd because I'm all the way the fuck back. So they already know what type it is. Sadiq, my brother, salute. Okay, okay. Get everybody in here for a minute. Come on, man. Get the fuck up in here, man. I know y'all up, man. Y'all ain't got a lot of the Reaper, man. I know y'all up. I know y'all up. I know y'all motherfuckers is awake. Y'all probably got some white shit in your nose, don't you? Some white shit in your nose. I ain't gonna just But if you do got some white shit in your nose, I ain't hating on you. I ain't hating. Timmy Neal and my brother, salute. Mama said it ain't the same without us in the game. Man, look, I'm trying to tell you, man, look, I'm the most humble dude when it comes to this YouTube shit. On God and them. I ain't said nothing about, like I just been watching and being a fan for real. And I know y'all know I have because y'all see me in the live streams. I pop up. I don't get on panels and shit, but y'all see me pop up. Even when I don't have time for shit, I pop up. You know what I mean? So y'all know I'm really a fan. So it's just boxing. I'm just a fan of boxing, period. But what I'm not a fucking fan of, I'm not a fan of all. Y'all motherfuckers don't really know where y'all want to point fingers at. I ain't talking about y'all, but the ones that's pointing fingers, I don't have to say no names. Y'all don't know who y'all want to point fingers or blame at. Y'all blaming this person for this person being pussy. Y'all blaming that person for that person being pussy. Y'all blaming this tough guy for that guy being pussy. Canelo puts on a hell of a show, pitches a fucking shutout against Callum Smith when people said, oh, don't sleep on Callum. He got the 7-inch reach. He got all of that. Now y'all blaming fucking Canelo for beating his ass. It ain't enough. It ain't enough. So this is my problem with motherfuckers, right? Everybody look, there was a crowd. There's a crowd of a couple niggas out here. A couple niggas that I break bread with, and there's a couple niggas that I don't break bread with. There's a crowd of people out here that are pointing a lot of blame at Bud Crawford for the PBC not being shit. For the PBC not being shit. Ain't no Bud Crawford protection plan going on out here. You want to know what it is? It's a PBC protection plan going on out here. And all y'all motherfuckers who say y'all keep the energy, y'all don't. Y'all don't. Y'all more fanboys than the fanboys who be jumping in the chat. Keyboard warrior, keyboard warrior, keyboard warrior. Y'all more fanboys than them. On guard. And if you got a problem with what I'm saying, on my life, we could do it. We could do it in a debate. We could do it behind the scenes, however y'all want to do it, if you inside your feelings. Because if you inside your feelings about what I'm saying, then truthfully, that lets me know that you are that fuck nigga fanboy ass nigga that got your motherfucking mouth like this, choking on PBC balls. That's what it is. Now, y'all said, Bud Crawford hasn't fought anybody significant in 147. Who is he for? Who did Danny Garcia fight significant in 147 to beat? Where Errol Spence can make this claim that he's the best guy at 147. Who did Danny Garcia beat at 147? I'll wait. Hold on. I'm going. I'm sure y'all heard me say this shit before, but I'm segueing. So just stay on the motherfucking ride with me. Just stay on the ride with me, cause I'm gonna steer the shit out this bitch. I promise you. So we know Danny Garcia did nothing significant in 147. There's another Garcia who's done nothing significant in 147. That is motherfucking Mikey Garcia. So that's two people. Two. Errol Spence fought and done nothing significant in 147. People keep saying that Errol Spence was supposed to visit the Terrence Crawford conversation after he fought who? After he fought who? Sean Porter, right? That's a lie. He said that shit before he fought Mikey Garcia, that he was going to fight Terrence Crawford after Mikey Garcia. Did that come fruition? Absolutely not. So when y'all talk about, so Sean Porter's coming out now, and he's out here talking about like he's this dude that he doesn't have to fight low tiers, or he doesn't have to fight average tiers in 2021, saying that he won't fight in 2021 if he's fighting an average or a low tier. What makes you top tier? What has he done significant in 147? I'm about to tell y'all. I'm about to tell y'all, motherfuckers, what he's done significant in 147. Oh, he went life and death with Danny Garcia in a fucking match that was highly debatable. They could have gotten given to either one of those guys. He went life or death. No, Cal Brook washed his ass, washed him, took his shit. Okay. We do know that. What else did you do? You got beat by Errol Spence. That was the last thing you did significant at 147. And what was the thing significant you did before losing to Errol Spence at 147? You lost to your Denius Ugas and got gifted a decision. So when I'm saying these things, I'm saying this. This is the person that Terrence Crawford is supposed to run down and chase. This is the person that Terrence Crawford is supposed to run down and chase to have significance at 147. The Negro don't even have a belt. He don't even have a belt. But I tell y'all what Terrence Crawford did in the realm of the shit that y'all motherfuckers, y'all cock gobblers were saying that he didn't do. Y'all was saying that he never sent Terrence Crawford never sent an offer, right? Bob Arum just sent him an offer of $1 million. What does he do? He go campaigning talking about he won't fight in 2021. Okay, well, Mr. Sean Porter, I'm gonna tell you this. If you feel like $1 million is a low ball offer, what did you get paid when you fought Errol Spence? What did you get paid? What did you get paid when you fought Errol Spence? You made $2 million. $2 million. This wasn't during a pandemic. So if the $1 million for Bob Arum is a low ball offer, then what the fuck is the PBC doing to you? Hold up. If the $1 million is a low ball offer, then what the fuck is the PBC doing for you if they paid you $2 million to fight Errol Spence as a champion in a unified title match? You only got paid $2 million. This wasn't during the time of a pandemic. So, who's the lowballer here? Is it Bob Arum? Or is it your cock gobbling fuck boy fucking brigade of the PBC? But we blaming Bob Arum, right? We're going to blame Bob Arum for your woes of being lowballed. So let's just use mathematics. Let's just use mathematics here. Now, see, when I talk about boxing, I like to calculate what the previous purse was. I like to calculate what they generated. I like to look at what they did before I even make my hypothesis. And speaking genuinely, hypothetically, and using all facts of the matter here, the facts of the matter are this. You made $2 million when there wasn't a pandemic. Bob Arum offered you $1 million during a pandemic. So, I'm going to ask you this before I really go to fuck off. What the fuck does that say about your promotional outfit? Who the fuck is lowballing who, stupid? Stupid, dummy, dumb guy, dunce face. I'm waiting because all I hear is Bob Arum should be doing this. Bob Arum should be doing this. Is Bob Arum these niggas promoters? But Bob just sent you the offer. And he sent you the offer of $1 million, $1 million shy of what you made as a champion going to Unify. So that tells me what? Clearly, that's not a bad offer. And instead of you shooting it down, because if you really wanted smoke, instead of you shooting it down, what you would have did, you would have shot back a counter offer. Because that's what Kell Brook did. Hold on. Does anybody here think that Top Rank's first offer to Kell Brook was $1.5 million to $2 million? Does anybody think that? Does anybody really think that Bob Arum started off the negotiations with Kell Brook at $1.5 to $2 million? If you do, you're a fucking idiot. Kell Brook clearly had to come back, negotiate, and segue to get what he felt as though he was worth. You ain't worth more than Kell Brook, Sean Porter. You're not. Kell Brook was a champion as well. Because you're a former champion right now, as he is a former champion right now. Kell Brook beat the shit out of you Excuse me. Oh, shit, got spit rolling on my lip. He beat the shit out of you. He beat the shit out you. I'm just saying. So when I hear all of these people talking about, them motherfuckers want to bring up Errol Spence into the conversation. What does Errol Spence have anything to do with Sean Porter, and this imaginary 60-40? Because people tend to forget Errol Spence was the one who brought up that 60-40 shit first. So when we talking about imaginary, I ain't talking about imaginary shit. I'm talking about real shit. And the real facts of the matter is, they sent you $1 million offer. You are the WBO mandatory. If you got a problem with what Bob is sending you and you aren't trying to renegotiate it or even shoot an offer back, and you throw in this temper tantrum saying, I'm not going to fight in 2021 because I'm not going to fight any average tier, lower tier guys. Nigga, who needs to earn the right to fight you? You can't even sell a fucking lukewarm chitlin dinner. Man, look, since everybody want to use these dinner analogies, I'm just going along with it. So at the end of the day, I'm saying this. Who is protecting who here? Because clearly it's fanboyism going on here. Because to ignore the fact that this man got offered $1 million and he completely shot it down, talking about he don't want to fight in 2021 when everybody said that he's this big bag bulldog that Bud Crawford has to go through, clearly you're denying the fact that he don't want the smoke. He don't want it. And if you really had a problem with the million and you're not going to renegotiate it, why not take the purse bid? See what your team going to put on it. What's your team going to put on it? What's Big Al going to put up for you? We already know what Big Al think you worth during a pandemic with a fucking shiny vomit green trinket WBC belt. We already know what he thinks about you. He thought you were worth about $2 million. Man, these motherfuckers gonna make me lose my shit. Kell Brook is the only fighter to make an easy fight with Sean Porter. And you want to know who you want to know who else would make it a fucking easy fight with Sean Porter? Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford would knock Sean Porter the fuck out. I don't know why there's this allure around Sean Porter. I don't know why people are campaigning like Sean Porter's a great fighter. He's not. Newsflash. Sean Porter is not a good fighter. Because you go out there and you make it look rough and tumble and you make it fucking a couple niggas honest, it don't make you a good fighter. I'm sorry to tell y'all. Y'all want to keep giving average niggas roses. I'm not here to do that. I support elite. I don't support subpar. Everything in my life, motherfucker, must be great at it. I don't want no average niggas around me. So if y'all niggas is campaigning for Sean Porter, that show me y'all like accept average shit in y'all life too. Because that nigga is average. He is the epitome of average. He is the epitome of okay. That nigga is nothing great under the sun. I'm sorry. If y'all want to talk gatekeeper status, hello. Two hands, remember. Exactly. It's not a title fight. It's not a title fight. Hey, we don't recognize the WBO. We blind to that shit. Wally boy salute. Meanwhile, Andre willing to take a pay cut for Billy Joe Saunders. Because at this point, Andre got to do something. At this point, no matter what you think about your skill and your ability, it's got to be matched up against somebody where we can say we respect your skill and ability and the person who you matching it up with. And I think Andre is finally coming out the clouds like, yeah, I need a name. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. For all of these motherfuckers who say a multi-divisional motherfucking champion, an undisputed guy at 140, need a name up under his belt like Sean Porter. A name up under his belt like Sean Porter. Chicken wings and shit. Who needs a name? Like, yo, who the fuck is Sean? Man, look, man. I'm trying my hardest, bro, because I respect dude daddy. I respect dude. He's not a bad guy. He's the type of guy you want as a role model. But just because you're a role model don't make you the nicest thing moving. Nigga, you not nice. Period. Does anybody need me to say it? Okay, I've said it several times. I said he's a B- fighter at best. How many times do I gotta say it? Because clearly nobody else will. All of these other channels, they putting this nigga on pedestals, bro. Like Bud Crawford So clearly, you're not recognizing skill. Because when I hear people say, "How you gonna offer? How you gonna offer?" Like, yo, D said on Twitter. D said on Twitter that it was a low ball offer, and he said that he offered Danny Garcia $5 million, talking 60-40 with Errol, blase, blah. How are you gonna offer Sean Porter $1 million? I said, oh, so we want to leave out shit? You want to leave out the fact that they offered Danny Garcia that $5 million when it wasn't a pandemic a couple of years ago. You want to leave out the fact that when, once again, Sean fought Errol, he was a champion and he only got $2 million. It wasn't during a pandemic. So for Bob to offer $1 million, how the fuck is that low? And then talking about the Bud Crawford protection plan is real. No, take the Errol Spence cape off. And then you're bringing up Errol Spence. What the fuck does this imaginary 60-40 got to do with a real offer during a pandemic? $1 million. Your highest payday against Earl was $2 million. So how are you going to sit up there and put out a tweet and act like that shit is so fucking far off? I'll wait. Can somebody tell me how $1 million during a pandemic for a guy who's never made more than $2 million is so fucking far-fetched, it's so far off, it's such a ludicrous thing to fucking offer Sean Porter? Somebody tell me how. Somebody tell me how. You can't. You can't. Because it don't make no logical fucking sense to even be saying that shit out your fucking mouth. So look. When people try to like, yo, I always try to break shit down like this. I'll be like, okay, if you say some fanergy here, some fanergy, that's what I'm about to start calling fucking fanboy energy. Some fanergy. If you saying some fanergy over here, all I'm saying is, let's break it down. Let's break it down. Let's look at the logic of the situation is. Logic of the situation, Sean Porter ain't that dude. He ain't that dude. He ain't that dude. He ain't that dude. He ain't that dude. All what's up, boo? He ain't that dude. Victor, salute. He ain't that dude. It's clearly duck season. Boone, it's clearly duck season. I don't know what else I gotta say to niggas, man. It bothers me. It bothers me. It really bothers me when you will go out. It's for a person to sit up there, and D, you should be ashamed of yourself for even saying that. For a person to sit up there and say, like, the nerve of him to offer fucking Bud Crawford $1 million is a part of the reason is a major problem with boxing right now. Because you'll ignore the fact that he made $2 million as a champion when asses was filled in seats to sit up there and say, like, yo, Bob Arum is dicking this man, offering him $1 million. He's not a champion. We already know that you get an extra M, you get an extra bump off being a champion, right? It's perks with being a champion, right? What perks do you have being a contender? What does Sean bring to the table? Nothing. You trying to get back in the driver's seat, right? You trying to get closer to Errol. He act like he really has the right to pick and choose. His stock isn't high, bro. His stock isn't high. Sean Porter, look, I'm going to tell you what you are, bro. You are recycled. You're a good, how should I put this? He's like a reversible starter jacket. Okay? And this is what I mean by that. You got the cowboy side. You want to rock it. It's clean. All right? You got the cowboy starter jacket. Yeah, you good to rock day one. Fresh as a motherfucker. But people seeing you wear that already. People seeing you wear that side of the starter jacket already. So what do? You unzip that motherfucker and you flip it inside out. So the next day, you can give people different energy, a different look, a different feel. But you ain't different. You're not different. What I'm saying by that is you're a good person to throw into a new situation to make that person look good. We can throw you over here at the PBC, have you fight this guy to make it a rough and tumble fight so we can solidify another guy to bump him up. It ain't about you being a champion. It ain't about you excelling and becoming great because Sean Porter, just like his fans, you're so freaking delusional to think that Sean Porter has a career that isn't above hitting his fucking head on the ceiling. That's Sean Porter's career. That's what the PBC used Sean Porter for. And if you guys think any different, you're fucking retard. God damn, I'm mad. I'm spitting and everything. It's fucking disgusting, by the way. So, it's my floor. I don't give a fuck. So, what are you missing? What are y'all missing? What are y'all missing? If the PBC is throwing this dude around, they threw Sean Porter in there with Errol Spence to duck that whole Bud Crawford situation then. Can't use him no more. Can't use him no more. So what are they going to do? They're going to throw him in a fight with another 147 guy just to keep y'all so-called entertained so y'all aren't sitting there jocking about the shit you really want. Because Sean Porter's a good enough guy to throw in a situation to say, hey, there's an okay night of boxing. Not even say it's an okay night of boxing. It's a fire night of boxing. It's a good night of boxing. But that's what Sean Porter's used for. He's not used to be great. He's used to make the next person look like they're capable of handling some shit that they really can't handle. Period. Hence, gatekeeper. Am I missing something here? When all the pressure comes down to a 147 guy proving themselves with a WBO holding Bud Crawford, you know what these motherfuckers do? Call Sean Porter. Call Sean Porter. Period. On guarding them. On guarding them. Yo, we gotta make a good fight. Man, really, we already mixed him up with this guy. We don't want to see that again. Call Sean Porter. Call Sean Porter. He's no more than recycled goods, bro. And he's good enough to where it's like, okay, he's gonna make it an illusion that's exciting enough for the fans where y'all can be like, yo, this dude got a chance of winning. But at the end of the day, everybody knows that Sean Porter is not gonna beat you. He's not. His style isn't appealing to judges. All he does in there is smother his fucking work. And there ain't really no sting behind his punches. So at the end of the day, look, man, I'm just saying, bro, the bullshit got to stop. I'm just saying, like, yo, when y'all said this man don't want to fight Sean Porter, they sent the offer. Now what? Y'all still want to talk Errol Spence shit. Now y'all want to say the offer ain't good enough. Instead of saying like, yo, Sean, this what y'all motherfuckers should have been saying. Sean, renegotiate. Why ain't you? Okay, Sean, they offered you $1 million. Did you renegotiate? Did you go back to the drawing board? All you did was say, Mr. Aram, if you feel like I'm worth $1 million, Sean Porter won't be fighting in 2021. And you're trying to make it look like your sole focus is Bud Crawford. Your sole focus isn't Bud Crawford. Your sole focus was never Bud Crawford. You don't want to fight him. You don't want to fight him. You don't want to fight him. You don't. You don't. And the people surrounding this situation, they don't want to see him fight him either. Face it. Face it, we exist in a world where the fans are going to fight for you. Fighters don't have to throw these no more because this shit is being thrown around and it's fucking niggas' heads up. Sean coming off Sebastian Formella win, just like Conor Ben. Bruh. Porter should jump at the Bud fight, win or lose. A loss to Crawford is better for him than a win from Formella. Facts. And that's the thing. I ain't even gonna bring up Sebastian Formella because that's the type of trash that I'm talking about. You're not taking on anybody. You're not taking on no low tiers, but you fought Sebastian Formella. You got, like I said, you got gifted the decision against Ugas. What he's done nothing significant at 147, and to sit up here and act like $1 million a lowball offer to a guy who has never sold. Correct me if I'm wrong. We know he's never sold. How many pay-per-views has Sean Porter got? I'm realistically asking, how many pay-per-views Sean Porter got? Because I don't know off the top of my head. It ain't many. Anybody know how many pay-per-views Sean Porter got? Anybody? Talk to me. I'm looking it up on my tablet now. But if somebody got it, let me know. Do you know how many fucking pay-per-views this clown got? One pay-per-view, and that's against Errol. One pay-per-view against Errol. And how many did y'all do? And it wasn't during the pandemic. 275,000. And I think that was fluffed. So where's this star? How is this egregious shit? How is Bob Arum? Bob Arum makes all of these bad boxing moves, right? So I want to ask people a real question. Do you think Shakur Stevenson, Miguel Burchell, do you think Terrence Bud Crawford, do you think god damn it, tall kid fighting at 120, 126 right now, I believe. Is he fighting at 126 or lower than that? Emmanuel Navarrete. Do you think any of these dudes would have the career that they have right now if they were on the PBC? No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. I like Porter over Errol though. I'm saying it ain't hard to like Sean Porter more than Errol Spence. I mean, it's not hard. The nigga got a personality of a pack of pork rinds, man. This is how they confess. The casual saying it was a low ball when he only made $2 million and he had a belt versus Spencer on pay-per-view. That's what I'm saying. So when I said that shit to D Jeff, all he wanted to do was bring up Errol Spence. I said, my nigga, you out here trying to swindle people. D out here trying to swindle people with his motherfucking propaganda. Because D, you too smart. Like I said, Rondell, because D is too smart to be that fucking dumb. To throw out there and act like he embarrassed fucking Sean Porter with that fucking offer by offering him $1 million when you only made $2 million during a non-pandemic with a belt. But he offers you $1 million, you don't negotiate it, you immediately shoot it down, and y'all try to call it a lowball offer. And that's the bullshit y'all want to feed the people. It's not. And that's what I mean by fans fighting for these fighters, man. They don't gotta fight no more. Because you got niggas like D Jeff that's gonna talk that bullshit. Yeah, they a big Spence fan. I don't care. But this is my thing, Arlet. When we speaking on the conversation, I brought up all of the hoes and everything that he said. The only thing that he kept going back to was Errol Spence and an imaginary 60-40 that don't even exist because neither one of these motherfuckers send each other contracts. So my thing is, what the fuck does Errol Spence got to do with Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter? And the real offer that Terrence Crawford sent Sean Porter, and in the real fashion where IBFP was saying that Terrence Crawford he was ducking smoke when it came to fucking Sean Porter, but he sent him an offer. So what I'm saying is, this is lowball shit. Just own the fact that y'all mans and them don't want no smoke. And stop trying to use Sean Porter as the pillar for motherfucking a nigga that really gets busy. Because he's not. What do y'all see in Sean Porter? Please tell me. I ain't saying y'all, but the motherfuckers who really look at him like that did, what do they see in Sean Porter? Is there anything that makes you go, wow there? Is there anything that really makes you go, wow there? Come on, man. You know what I mean? For real, man. Conor Ben, come on, Conor Ben. We'll offer you $1 million, man. I mean, shit, Sean Porter fighting on the level of Conor Ben when he on his prospect shit right now. They fighting the same opponents. What you want me to say? I agree about liking Porter over Spence. But if Porter's now going the ways of the likes of Errol, then you aren't gonna like him that much soon. That's what I'm saying, bro. Any PBC fighter whose name come up when it's mentioned to Terrence Crawford, watch them niggas find a way to dance around it. Say the fucking this is a reoccurring thing. The contract was never good enough. Bob Arum, the diabolical white man, is always lowballing. Like, come on, man. Like, get off of it. Y'all use that excuse and try to campaign that narrative with everything you do. Contract was sent. Put up or shut up. Period. Period. Why you taking $2 million? I swear to God, what did you suck the skin off motherfucking Al Dick for that $2 million to fight Errol in that unified match? Ugh. Ugh. So you was only worth $2 million then. Ugh. How did your stock go up? Ugh. In your last two fights. Please tell me, how'd your stock go up, bruh? How'd your stock go up? What made your stock shoot through the roof all of a sudden? What made you a marquee player in the game? I'll wait. Head scratch, head scratch. What made you the marquee player in the game? I'm so fucking lost here, man. I'm so lost here. You know what? Let's blame Whitey. We gotta blame Whitey. It's all Whitey's fault. The guy offered you $1 million during the pandemic. You didn't even counter offer. It's all Whitey's fault, isn't it, huh? He did it. Did he do it? These niggas make me mad, man. Look, I wasn't meant, look, I ain't meant to be mainstream. I'm meant to be right where I'm meant to be. Because these niggas would never do an interview with me or my mama. No, I take that back. They'll do interviews with me if you living right. If you living right, you'll be willing to do interviews with me because you got honor and integrity. But if you ain't living right, oh my God, you gonna hate me. I just gotta call a spade, man. I gotta call a spade. Y'all said an offer wasn't sent. He needs to fight Sean Porter, right? He sent the offer. It was worth $1 million. Sean Porter sent back this. Quack, quack, quack. He sent back a box of rubber ducks. I'm just done with the bullshit, man. I'm done with the feminine ways. I'm done with the feminine activity. I'm done with all of these motherfuckers trying to protect these guys. I'm not invested, man. And this is a part of the reason that killed my momentum, besides me working my ass off. It killed when I got off work. This was the type of shit that I came home to, so why do I want to fucking create any boxing content when all I want to do is fucking talk bad about it? Because this is the shit that's going on. Because in every consensus that you do that is based around boxing, in every vote that you take, there are only 3 fights in this world that people want to see right now. 3. 3 fights. And there are a couple other fights that make people be like, okay, that's cool. But the 2 fights right now, the 2 fights off the rip, don't matter where the fuck they at, don't matter what's going on. It's Bud Crawford and Errol Smith, and it's Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Period. 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 And if one of those fights aren't made in 2021, yo, y'all, I'm telling y'all, if one of those fights are made in 2021, shame on boxing, man. Rachel said I wasn't ready for that comment. Hey, I say that shit all the time. Anybody that's cock goblin always say they sucking the skin off somebody else's, sucking the foreskin off of this fucking ducking ass son of a bitch and this ducking ass dude and this ducking ass dude. Fuck monetization, man. I don't need they fucking money. They take half of my shit anyway. Two ends up. I say Porter sounds like Luis Ortiz right now. Don't he? Don't he sound like Luis Ortiz right now? Bro, but once again, on that man, trash that bum ass podcast. That Porter's Way podcast is garbage, man. Trash that shit. You and your legion of dick suckers you got on that junk just hanging on your every beckoning word and they treating you like you a Hall of Famer. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Man, please, man. Understandable. It's fucking depressing, ain't it, everyone? I don't want to hate on what I love. It's a great sport. Absolutely. I'm trying to tell people to honor the game, bro. Like, as much as I tell people to honor the game, it's like, yo, I got to put motherfucking this size 13 fucking Ugg boot. I got to put this size 13 Ugg boot. I got to put that joint in the ass of the game. Because that's how much they pissing me off with the bullshit, bro. It's like, yo, the shit y'all wanted to see, right or wrong, y'all. Did they not cry crocodile tears about wanting to see Sean Porter versus Bud Crawford? And why can't this fight be made? Why isn't this fight being made? Why ain't we gonna see this fight? Blah 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 blah. What's Bud's problem now? Blah 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 blah. Oh, Bud's garbage truck juice. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. On one breath, he garbage truck juice. On another breath, Errol Spence and everybody been ducking him. So which one is it? Didn't y'all want to see Sean Porter versus Bud Crawford so bad? Now you got the opportunity and Bud sending the motherfucking offers over. What y'all saying? Y'all saying he lowballing them. Oh my God. Which one is it, man? If I smack the shit out one of y'all. For real, man. Which one is it, man? Do Bud want to smoke or is he lowballing? So my thing is this. What role does Sean Porter play into this shit? Since nobody ever got smoked for fucking Mr. Chicken Wing Arms. What part does he play in this? What part does little guy play in this? Come on, man. This nigga said Billy Joe saw this fighting style as a cure for insomnia. Man, look, man. Journeyman Sean. Shout out to my man Necro Dean. Journeyman Sean. Look, man, y'all not gonna keep disrespecting my boy like this, man. And I say my boy because anybody who's a top dog at what they do, and they really out there fighting dogs, I gotta give them their credit. Like Canelo right now. Hashtag King Nello. Motherfuckers love talking shit about Canelo. But do we go to war though? Do we beat the shit out of niggas and make niggas look less than inferior? Look at his track record. And who are y'all campaigning saying that they gonna beat him? Who? Jamal Charlo. The same nigga that ducked him. Another person who ducked an offer. A $10 million, a $10 to $12 million offer. Hey, I can't make this shit up, man. I can't. But this is the shit. But this be the shit that y'all motherfuckers. Bro. Who the fuck is Jamal Charlo fought? Who is he fought? He fought Julian J. Rock Williams when he was considered to be nothing when he knocked him out. Then who else did he fight? Sergey Derevyanchenko? Dennis Hogan? Impressive. Man, I'll ruin these niggas, man. I'll ruin these niggas for real, man. Because when these motherfuckers try to coddle them when they be doing all this, I be calling it like it is, man. Matt Vacorball beat his ass. Talk that shit, boo. I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying, man. At the end of the day, it just boils down to this, man. Which way do y'all motherfuckers want it? Which way do y'all want it? Do y'all want to see the fights y'all want to see? Or do y'all want to play Whitney Houston? Do y'all want to play Kevin Costner, Catch a fucking Whitney, bodyguard a box ass bitch niggas, man. Cause that's what y'all doing. That's what y'all doing. We at the point where fighters don't even gotta fight no more. All they need y'all motherfuckers do is grab your air horn on the internet and start sucking the skin off these niggas. Cause it's working so well for you. I mean, it really is. It's truly working well for them. Look at the state of emergency boxing is in right now. Clearly, sucking dick is at an all-time high. Fuck, man. I guess I didn't get the memo. I'm too busy eating pussy. I like Sean, by the way. That Spence fight was a 50-50 affair. But with Wild Sean, well, I see it as easy. See it as his work, his style, his Crawford, easy work. We know that already, and they all know it. See, this is the thing. Bud Crawford is bad for the PBC's bottom line. Because once Bud Crawford beats Sean Porter, then what? Then what? Like, let's really think about it here. Then what? If Bud Crawford beats Sean, there's nowhere for him to hide with Errol. The PBC can't let that happen. Bud Crawford is bad for their entire bottom line. If he goes through there and wreck shop and leaves that bitch turned upside down and leave, then what do they have? You have a bunch of fucked up money. You think Errol Spence and his fucking so-called sliver of stardom, you think it'd be good for him to fight Bud Crawford right now? No, it'll be microwave business. It'll be great. It'll be great. Excuse me. It'll be great because it's going to generate dollars. People going to buy that pay-per-view. People going to buy that fight. But what do you have after Bud Crawford comes through that bitch, kicks over the table, knocks over the fucking, just starts turning over chairs and beating up everybody in there? What do you have then? You have a fucking, you have a Hurricane Katrina. And who the fuck is going to play FEMA? I'm just saying. It's bad for business. At the end of the day, boxing, you got to sell the show. You got to sell the fight. The PBC has been perfectly content and perfectly okay with knowing they ain't selling no motherfucking fights. So why the fuck do you want Bud Crawford come over there fucking up everything? So, because clearly, if you didn't see when they pulled him off the WBO and recognized it like they didn't exist, that was a point to let you know we have no interest in this motherfucker. We have zero interest in this problem right here. When they sent Deontay Wilder on February 22nd, when they sent him over to ESPN and the real big stage, I'm talking about the bright lights, the big city, the fucking biggest gate since fucking Lennox Lewis, fucking versus Mike Tyson. When you take all of these things in consideration to a guy who ain't even sold out Alabama arena, you putting a lot of pressure on dudes, and you see what happened. Pressure busts pipes. So the same thing. They can't have Bud Crawford wrecking shop, but what they can have is a band of fucking delusional fucking misfits and fucking foot-sucking foot soldiers running around acting like fucking Sean Porter is that deal. And Bob Arum is out here doing big business. Man, it is 2021, and y'all motherfuckers need to wake up. If y'all truly believe that it is impossible to do business with the white man, if y'all motherfuckers think that there is some sort of divide, if y'all think there's a division in race amongst good business, I beg to differ. No, there ain't no color when it comes to, the only color out here is green. That's how you represent it out here in these streets. Period. It don't got nothing to do with running with the black man, because the black man can fuck you over way faster than the white man. It's all about guarding your shit. Staying on top of your business. And if you on top of your business, you not getting fucked over. Because I don't hear nothing about Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson living his best life with that big old $1 million smile he got over there. And obviously he cashing it in too. I don't hear one problem from Andre Ward and motherfucking Jay Prince running management all through Top Rank with all of their good fighters getting all of that money. I see big baby Jared Anderson over there. He looking real promising coming up. We got an American heavyweight. I don't see none of these young dudes having problems. The only problems that you hear is whispers out of the ass cracks and the farts. out of these bitch ass PBC niggas and people who aren't friends of the PBC. You can do business with any color, creed, or whatever. At the end of the day, it's about having your shit together. Your shit. Staying on top of your shit. And I stay on top of pterodactyl style shit. Because I'll be on it like that. So when it comes to my business. So I feel like you supposed to be on top of your business too. I don't, look, PBC might not even be, if the PBC is black owned, who's to say? Because I see a lot of TB Productions behind that shit. I see a lot of Fox behind that shit. Who's to say if Al Heyman owned what Al Heyman owned? I don't, look, I'm not into all of that. All I'm saying is this. The racial division in boxing, the acting like, yo, the racial campaigns where black motherfuckers be coming out and trying to thrash anything the Top Rank got going on because they don't want to see Sean Porter and Errol Spence mix it up, and all of these fucking social justice warriors that be coming out acting like Bob Arum is this fucking diabolical evil man who just comes and he just takes advantage of everybody and fucks everybody over. All I'm saying is those myths need to stop. They need to stop. Say you weren't on top of your shit and you wasn't handling business. And when it come down to these fights that you aren't seeing, own the fact that you got another motherfucker with a social media channel that's stopping you from seeing it. Because he talking a whole bunch of fucking propaganda nonsense. I'm trying to tell you, when I made that video, Poetic Injustice, there's a reason why it is called the age of spinning lies, cheats, and fraudulent receipts. Because we live in the age of spin, bro. Spin, bro. We live in the age of spin, where people will take one thing that you say and make it a completely different conversation. They will take one narrative and make it a completely different conversation. I've heard several things that fucking Errol Spence say got swept under the rug when it come to contractual negotiations with Bud Crawford, and act like Bud Crawford is the only one saying nut shit. So we gotta watch what the fuck we really paying attention to, because motherfuckers are selective. You're really, really selective. You're selective of what you want to hear and what you want to be a part of, instead of taking part in all the shit. You're selective. Y'all motherfuckers are selective. You're selective with your conversations. You're selective with your truths. Talk to me nice. Y'all selective with a whole bunch of shit that y'all be on. You just gotta own it for what it is. I'll talk to y'all later. Reaper gang. Respect.